Cats are gonna be all over me out here today. Where's my coffee? Good morning. Welcome to Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations Live, Saturday morning. It's our normal routine now. How is everybody this morning? Good. So, is everybody still holding up? Everybody okay with the coronavirus banishment to your homes? We're doing okay here. Obviously, my job still is a regular old job. Good. Hi, Carmen. Good. I work from home anyway, so I haven't noticed much of a difference because I work from home. And my son's job isn't affected because he's considered essential, so he goes to work every day. Hi, Christy. Good morning. Hi, Tia, Cheryl, Ms. Holly Howe. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello from Idaho. Good. All still healthy and family working. Good. Good morning. All's good here. Mark, hello. Lori Day. I always think Lori Day. Vallow. Lori Day. Good morning. I'm doing this out here again instead of in my office because we got 6 baby chickens that are in there under a heat lamp. It's really hot in there. So we'll see. It's our first time trying to raise some chickens. I know, right, Lori? Sorry. We know. I've seen you here before. Very well trusted here. Morning, Mark. Refry, good morning. Hello. I haven't seen you in a little bit, or I don't know why. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Hello from Texas, Susie. You might hear the crazy cats here because I'm getting a message. Are you doing a live today? Yes, right now. Yeah, right now. You know what's really weird is that weird cough that I kept getting when I was talking. After that, last week I had a cough. I had a cough that was bad. I couldn't stop coughing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if I got coronavirus. I'm like, we're all paranoid now every time we sneeze or cough, and so but now it seems better. So I don't know if that was just when it was kind of coming on or not. The recent body cam footage from January 2019 was crazy. Yeah. Did you guys watch my episode that I put up this morning at 4 a.m.? That's why I look tired. I wanted to get it out there for you because, hi, Audrey. I wanted to get it out there for you because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's kind of a race to get it out because, other people put the same stuff up. So, hi, Sherry from the Netherlands. Oh, look at Siri. I said Sherry, and Siri thinks I'm talking to Siri. Yeah. So did you guys see that? Did you see, because I put the raw body cam that Justin Lum posted of Lori? She acts like she's a child. Tylee reaches over and says, calms her down, like, Mom, calm down, Mom, a couple times. It's up. I put it up. It's episode 49. It's up. It went up this morning. So it's up there if you want to watch it today. Yeah, Cheryl, did you watch it? Hey, from the East Coast, Rob. Hello. The cats are kind of not real thrilled that we have baby chickens in that room, that my old cat likes to lay on that bed in there, and he's certainly not allowed to go in there with baby chickens because who knows what would happen. Good afternoon, Dolores. Yeah, so that was really interesting, that body cam stuff. But you know what I noticed? Yes, that was Melanie Gibb with Lori. And that was from January of a year ago. Yeah, we find things out all the time. This case never stops. Every time I think it's going to get slow or there's not going to be anything for a while, something pops up, which is good, I guess, right? Yeah, check it out, Opal. Tia. I love your video. Also, Kay and Larry's new interview was heartbreaking. I'm starting to feel Lori stopped JJ's medication on purpose to show that his spirit was changing. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I put some of Kay and Larry's interview there, but I did put the link below so you could see the whole thing. It's like 30-minute interview with Nate, Kay and Larry and Nate. So if you want to watch it, if you haven't watched it, it's episode 49 or part 49 or however. But yeah, I wanted to get it up there last night. I would have just talked about it today, but you got to see the body cam but you know, Audrey, you know what I still noticed from the police officers, which kind of bothers me. I feel like they still kind of, oh, hi. Oh, okay. Refry. I feel like they still kind of like, because Lori's blonde and pretty and white or whatever, I feel like they still give her the benefit of the doubt. Hi, Rhea. Thank you. You know, I mean, if you watch the body cam, they were kind of like more like, well, to Charles, it's her personal property and you could get in trouble for that and blah, blah, blah. But she was like, oh, and he cheated on me. And did you say, and the reason I named it, I want my chapstick back. There's a part in the raw where she's like, I don't remember if she says lip gloss or chapstick, but she's like, and I really want, or something like, I really want my lips gloss, or I love that lip gloss, or something that's in there, lip gloss, yeah. So I just thought, I want my chapstick back. I was like, I named it right when I was going to bed, and it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, was it lip gloss or was it chapstick? What'd she say? So the episode's called I Want My Chapstick Back, but she's talking about her lip gloss. It was in her purse that Charles stole from her. But did you notice twice, Tylee, did you notice twice that Tylee shushed her? Oh, Audrey, that's why they might indict on Charles. Oh, Lori, yeah. Because when you go back and you look at that, I'm buffering. Well, let's see. Hopefully it'll get better. Seems to always do that, like about a few minutes into the live, right? I wanted to ask you if you think that text from Charles to Tylee meant he told the bishop how she was acting. Oh, maybe, possibly. I agree with you about giving people, I agree with you about people giving Lori the benefit of the doubt since she's pretty. She seems to play dumb, make herself less intimidating, man. Yeah. Good now. Okay, good. What's with her and her lips and lip gloss, right? Must be her most prized makeup. She probably read that blondes need, no, I think it's brunettes. Brunettes need lipstick and blondes need mascara or something. I heard that years ago. You're buffering too? You like my impression of Lori, Dolores? Yeah. She's like, I like to, she's just like one of those people that if I knew her in real life, I would walk away with rolling my eyes, you know, like I can imagine working with her or something and being like, no buffering there? Okay, good. I don't know what's up with the internet and the buffering and YouTube and so yeah, so you guys got to watch that. You got to watch that. I don't know, my call-in person was going to call. Hi from Scotland, Angela. Hello, welcome. And then Mrs. G, if you're on, I don't know if you're on, she's in the UK. She really wants to see that Dateline episode, and I've been trying to figure out a way. I think I figured something out that I could put up today. I think if I just put it on one of mine and make it private and just give you the link, it won't get a copyright strike. So if I can just upload it, I'll try to figure it out. For anybody that's not in the US that wants to see the Dateline episode, I will try to get that up if my plan is, if what I'm thinking works, it might be a way for you guys to see it, that Dateline episode. Tylee acts like the adult and probably has since they were so dysfunctional. I know, yeah, I was showing my daughter-in-law that and she's like, That family is so dysfunctional, and I can't believe she's got Tylee sitting there. I know she's older and she's not a child, but she's got Tylee sitting there. Yeah, you know, mom, calm down, mom. Like she knows her mom is out of control. Hit the like. Thanks for joining. Yes, guys, thanks for joining. Um, Now I'm going to have somebody call in today. We talked about it last night and she agreed. See if she's messaged me at all, or are you here? Just checking to see where she might be. Because she's kind of one of those people that like digs deep into stuff. So it'd be interesting to talk to her. Okay. All right. Well, give me, oh, you're there. I see you. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So Maggie's going to call us in a few minutes. She's great digging. She's a digger. She's dug into stuff, and I think she could share some things that she's dug into that can make you guys kind of go, wow, really? So we'll have her call in a minute. We got a good amount of people here. Now remember, if you're here, this is interactive. I like to chat with the people in my live. So if you're here and would like to, if you're here just for the news, we're kind of talking about stuff that has been posted or will be posted. So it will also be in a regular video as well if you don't want to hear us chit-chatting here. But most of it is sometimes people come up some really good stuff here. We were the first ones here when somebody said that the FBI went into Capala's about the ski mask that Chad had purchased. Still haven't seen much of that. Still waiting to hear more about that. So let me see. I still find it hard to understand when a mother can just refuse to show whereabouts of a 7-year-old, especially one with special needs. They can't do anything to Lori unless there's a body. I don't get it. I honestly do not understand. I feel like if I would have hid one of my kids ever, I would have been in jail for life. Like, it just doesn't seem right. You're supposed to take care of them. I mean, CPS can come to your door and tell you you're not taking care of them. So why can't they come to your door and prove where your children are, or you're going to jail forever? It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm really disappointed in the system that she could get away with not telling where kids are. Really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Yeah, I hope everyone is healthy and has the supplies they need. Yeah, Rob at Refry. Yeah, the cops in Arizona messed this up. Even the investigation with Brandon Bordeaux. I know I suck on pronouncing anyone's names. She'll be 18 in September. Yeah, Cheryl. September 24th is her 24th is her birthday. So she'll be 18. I don't know if she's, we'll have to see if she's still alive. I hope they're still alive and think she's got Tylee taking care of JJ until she's old enough to adopt him. Maybe, hopefully. That would be great. Great. Yeah, so the body cam at the police department in Gilbert was really interesting. I think they gave Lori the benefit of the doubt, even though she's acting like she was 12 or 13 in that. And Tylee was acting like the mother. And Melanie Gibb was there. Melanie Gibb still bought into her BS at that point, obviously. Yeah, Tylee loved him so much. I can tell. It's child endangerment. She isn't even charged with that, right? Like, what if she just put him in a cabin in the woods and said, good luck, bye? That would be not taking care of your child, right? So if you were to hide your children and end up in prison, a normal person would speak, not just to get out, but to also have free access to information about them, right? Yeah. The stone on the ring was polished, but there was some theories out there about that. But hi, Kristen. But here's the thing. I think maybe the stone was more symbolic than the actual thing that they might have used. I think they might have had some raw malachite, a stone that wasn't polished, that was used for Tammy. And I think it was, the ring was just symbolic of that. That's why she settled for a $40 ring or a $35 ring, you know? We're all good here, Kristen. Are you guys good? Everybody healthy? Yeah, Susie, I know. I don't want them to be dead, obviously. None of us do. But I don't see any, I just can't understand where they would be if they're not, you know? Where could they possibly be? Who could possibly be watching them? Lori's in jail. She couldn't even get the money if she wanted to right now, unless Chad's doing it, or food, or groceries, or if they were put in hiding, I think they would have gone missing on the same day. Yeah, right. It's just weird. I think she snapped at some point. Figured they were zombies. Someone got Tylee got mouthy or whatever. I don't know. She's a teenager, right? And then Lori in her wackadoodle brain thought she was zombie, you know, taken over by evil spirits, and just felt like she had to get rid of her because she wasn't Tylee anyway. I don't know. You know, obviously your sweet child isn't the same person when they're a teenager. They are like evil spirit. I've raised 4. They don't act like the same sweet child that they once were, right? You know? I don't know, Kristen, if they're placing new charges on Lori. We did hear from Justin Lum recently that he had a letter, email that he was given by somebody that talked to Officer Moffett, Detective Moffett in the Chandler Police Department. And it said, we're getting closer to bringing an indictment on Lori every day about Charles's death, in regards to Charles's death. Yeah. The millions can be made from this story. Oh, I know. And they think they're going to write a book. It better hurry up and get out. Remember, they don't think they're going to be here till July. That's what makes me think that they actually don't believe anything that comes out of their mouth as far as like, you know, July is it. Because who's going to buy their books? Lining up with all the deaths, it's like the children aren't alive anymore. I also wonder if Tylee seen or heard something that day. Alex killed Charles, that she wasn't. She's going to be damning. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's see if Maggie wants to call. She's going to call me on Facebook, and I'm just going to let her tell you guys some of the stuff that she's dug up and how she came about it. And yeah, how she came about it. Okay. So do you want me to call you, or you want to call me? Oh, here she comes. Okay. All right, let me put you on speaker. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, here she is, everybody. So I'm just going to put my phone right here in front of the microphone. So she's been digging, you guys. So I'll just let you tell what you want to talk about.
I want to talk about the ring.
Okay. The ring.
Laurie's ring. It might mean everything everybody's saying also, but there's a religion that I found that they're following. It's not like Laurie went off path by herself, or her and Chad. It is an actual religion that they are following the leader, who would be one of the high Mormon guys. I'm not sure if it's him, the bishop, whatever. But her ring is, she's the messenger sent to prepare for the second coming. And this is a message that she is sending with this ring. And it took me a long time to find this until that ring came along, and I looked up Malachi, and it is a part of, in their beliefs in the scripture, that Malachi ring that she has on is because she is the messenger, and where she's at is where she needs to be right now, according to what I've been reading. And you can find it on the Jehovah Witness site, I guess, churchofjesuschrist.org.
Really?
It'll explain the second coming and why she's the messenger. She's making a statement. That's what's happening. And it's going back from years ago. If you, because I read a lot of the Wikipedia stuff from the Mormons, that they went to war a long time ago with the Indians and in Salt Lake City, and it's not finished. It's coming. They are serious about this.
Oh. So do you feel like they're like using the mainstream Mormon and Jehovah Witness beliefs and have like spun it into some other belief
Yes.
system?
They have a Bible that they call, it's the New Testament. Like let me read it to you. There's five different verses of it. They have a American Standard Version. They have a King James Version, a New American Standard Bible, New World Translation, and a Revised Standard Version. And when I go back to the Wikipedia, they are using the Malachi version.
Interesting.
And it's in there. It's very interesting. I was shocked.
And then also, Maggie, you said that you kind of you follow the one psychic, Donna, that's posted quite a bit, and she's done some readings for members of their family that they're saying. And, and then she talked about a seaplane and a lake.
Yes.
And you found something that could be that area that she might be talking about. That seems really kind of ironic.
Exactly. She's on point where she's at.
Yeah.
I also found a map from long ago with the Indians and the Americans fighting. And the map that I have, in that map, there's dates on it for whatever reason. And the dates that everybody got killed or became missing means something. And I always thought that. So I went back and just hopefully ran into a date. And sure enough, this map has July 11th, which Charles was shot that day. And then on between the September, all of September, they have 2 dates in September that I know Tylee, they say she hasn't been seen since the 8th. And I want to say on September 11th is when the date is on here, and September 23rd, which is very close to when they became missing. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with the dates that they're picking.
Interesting. And that's on this map. Yeah. So here's what I think. I think they are using the Mormon religion as like their base to bring people over to the side that they're on, because their thinking is way out there compared to regular mainstream Mormons that I know and talk to. So I feel like they used it to kind of suck people in and then go off on this other crazy old, this other crazy tangent, or I don't know, offshoot, what about that lake?
The lake?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the lake, the lake, that's very interesting. I have a girl that reads pictures, and she explained this whole picture, that things that we don't see, she saw. It was amazing. And other pictures that Donna, the psychic, had put up, I didn't see anything but, it was cute, art. But she pulled stuff out of this painting that the stuff that I'm researching, I never even told what I'm researching. And she's pulled out the things that I see in this religion. It's amazing. But the painting also, we found from her telling me what to look for, that where Donna is pointing at, she's on point of the area of that. If that has anything to do with it, then that area right there, she's on point with it. There's things hidden in these pictures that she's found. It's amazing.
Is that
Charlotte, Maine.
near Yellowstone, that area?
Yes.
Okay.
The Bear Lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then why did you think that the fake Facebook of Lori is giving some messages?
It is giving messages. If you go, and a lot of people ask me, well, I don't see what you see. Well, I see it. I don't know why anybody else ain't seen it, but I see it. And in it, if it would be a fake, and it could be, but who made it in 2013? You know, they've had posting that from 2013, then 2016, then 2018. And if you look at all the pictures, there's her wedding picture that was done recently, put up there. And I think she was in jail at this time. So she didn't do it. So somebody put that picture. And then there's 4 pictures that are black. It would be
just no picture there.
To me, I took it as it went to the dark side as they're talking. And also, if you read this new verse of their Bible, it also talks about the dark side and the zombies. It talks about all that, the second coming. And it's very interesting, the things that I found.
All right.
There's things that I won't discuss, but it's very interesting.
All right. Well, keep digging, and we'll keep letting me know if you find anything really cool. And then
I will.
All right. Thank you.
That ring is very interesting because if you look for Malachi in the Bible, you'll see that that's the religion they follow, and you can read it and see that's what they're doing.
Okay.
And their second coming, that's all in there.
Well, that's in all the Bibles, the second coming. That's all in the Bible.
There's more to this.
Okay.
There's things
you feel
that
like they've made stuff up along with it?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go so we can finish the live. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
So you guys, you're all welcome to do the same thing and call me too. I'm not saying any of this is how I believe or think, but I think it's interesting to let other people tell us what they're getting out of this. You know, Melly, you can call me and straighten it out. You know, I mean, everybody gets in such an uproar because one person calls and says they have an opinion that might be different than what you believe. Here's what I believe. I believe that Lori and Chad have taken true religious doctrines and made something up. And I also believe that you, as other people out there, nobody said this is the absolute truth. So I believe that you all can add your 2 cents. Like, it was not an opinion. It was just an opinion. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'm not LDS. I've been very, very, very careful to not say anything negative about LDS. You know what I mean? So one person calling in just saying that maybe they can, they saw something or read something. What's wrong with that? I mean, it's just someone else's opinion, and everyone has their own opinion. This is not communist YouTube left undone. This is people's opinions. Okay. So she's searching. And you know what, Melly, if you were a Jehovah's Witness, did you leave? Well, I mean, a lot of this circles back to different religions. You know what I mean? And so I just don't think that everybody needs to get so upset and be like, oh my gosh, I'm unsubscribing because somebody called in and said that they believe something means something else or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's found some stuff about, and you can call me. Can you call me on Facebook, Melly? Are you on my Facebook? I just think that Everybody needs to calm down. So it's on, can you call through Facebook? That's the only way I've figured it out so far. Okay, so you have to send me a message on Facebook. And hopefully I can get you. Or tell me what, or I can tell you, yeah, right, Kristen. It's crucial we all share ideas and the reason we are all here to discuss and dig. Yeah. So add me on Facebook. Are you on the Facebook group, Millie? Yeah. So if you're on the Facebook group, you can add me or send me a message and I'll let you in and you can call. Okay, you're not in the Facebook group. So go to, let me show you, I'll show you. Because I think you'll probably have to add me for you to be able to call, right? So, all right, can you see that? That's me. That's my Facebook, okay? If you add me or you tell me how to add you, then we can message. I do too, Kristen. I just think that there's so much to this story, and you never know what somebody might come up with, even if it's a different belief system or whatever. They may find something or get onto a get onto a, you know, an idea that we all are like, wow, that triggered something that led us down this way or that way. And the malachite, I agree. I think the malachite has something to do with some kind of symbolism, to do with, you know, some kind of symbolism to do with, yeah, if you were, thank you, Shannon. Yeah, you know, this has been a lot of work, you guys. I stayed up to put, I mean, I don't care. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything, but I stayed up till 4 a.m. to put episode 49 out. I am on a mission with this. I'm following this till the end. This is about the children. And I believe there are religions out there that brainwash people, and I'm not going to name them. And I also believe that there are religions that are very good. So, oh, okay, hold on. Okay. All right, I think I got you. So if you want to call on Facebook Messenger, you'll have to messenger me on Facebook Messenger. And then you can call me. It's like anything in life. We have dialogue without freaking out, throwing a fit, and leaving. If anyone has truth, they know it, but share with it. Right. And if somebody says they want to call and talk, I'm willing to listen. You know? So, okay. All right. Hi, Jessica. Thank you. Oh, we're good here. We just had a little drama. And yeah, and so nobody is saying that the mainstream Mormons, I've talked to plenty of them. Actually, a lot, this whole thing has helped some of them that are involved with the whole Val and Christopher crap, you know, to see that they are being used for their money and that it isn't. You know, I've had many people realize and wake up on all of this, that, you know, they just need to go right back to their regular, you know, belief system that they had in the first place. And that's what they, you know, that's what they've actually learned from this. People that were following that same path have backed off and realized that these people are crazy and they are not in the same belief system, you know? So I think that in a lot of ways, doing these videos and talking about the religious aspect of it has actually helped a lot of people, to be honest. This is what it's come to. It's just a discussion. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So many ideas out there. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I thought you were going to call, but oh, wait, here. Okay. Okay. Maybe. No, that's not you. And if you want, we can just do it another time, because I don't see a message coming through. I saw 2 people friend request. Hi, Ria. Sorry I'm late. I'm doing homeschool, getting a tiny gender reveal prepared and making masks for the vet clinic. Oh, a gender reveal is so fun. We just had one. My daughter is having a second baby, and we had to do it virtually. Okay. Okay. I'm holding, Melly. I'm holding. Like my squeaky cat. She's jumping all over. She wants to go outside or something, but she's not allowed. And she still insists every day that she can go outside. We really haven't focused much on the cult religion as hoping some way the children will be found. Yeah, exactly, Deb. Like, if they're so caught up in this offshoot religion, digging into their belief system and things that they've said might help figure out where the kids are. I mean, truly, I agree with that 100%. Hi, Miss PP. You coming over here? You can't. I'm doing a YouTube live. Oh goodness, come here. Come here. Come on. You can't come over. Sorry, I gotta get her down. She's in between my dog and my cat. Everybody's like, okay. Now she's leaving as I stood up. My dog and my cat. Yeah, I see you. Come here. Come here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you. This is my dog Lulu, and she is a Yorkie. Oh, and she's kind of wondering why I'm sitting at the table talking to myself for so long. Okay, Miss P, stop. And Miss P is the cat that thinks I'm not paying attention. She does. She's like, she's pushing the computer now. Come here, Miss P. Come on. I'm going to send you in another room. Come on. She won't come on film, but she's going to sit here and push everything around. She pushed the microphone. She pushed the computer. She's squeaking. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. Anyway, so yeah, I think that, oh, thank you. Yeah, she's so fun. She's 7. She's a good doggy, and she's got a bunch of cats to deal with around here. And then she's got a bunch of cats to deal with her, and now she's gonna have chickens too. So we'll see how that all goes. Yeah, the Yellowstone video cameras at the entrance and extras. And did you guys see somebody saw it's really weird and I couldn't see it at all, but there is a live cam at Yellowstone that someone posted on Facebook, and the live cam actually shows that whole day, September 8th. And some people believe they could see Tylee and JJ. So on there, you'd have to watch it, but there's a link. I couldn't see it. It's just too far away from my eyes. Let's see. Am I still Melly, are you still trying to call or no? I don't know. I'm confused. There are 9 different live cameras throughout the park. That's you. Okay. Well, I accepted you. Okay, wait, hold on. All right, you guys, I don't know. You can call me. You have to call through the message. For the insanity defense. Yeah, you can see it, Boxer Girl. Yeah, it was so hard to see. I looked and looked and I couldn't see anything. Who made your guitar theme song? It's always stuck in my head. It is, I got that on the music that you can share from YouTube. It's actually, his name is Dan Lebowitz, and it's called Last Train to Mars. And I love it. I came across it. I'm like, this is perfect. And I keep using it. Oh, you're accepted, right? Okay. So now you have to go on the message. Mel, you got to go on the message and then message me. And there's a thing at the top that has like a phone icon or a video icon. Just hit the phone icon and it'll call. Reverend Psychic Serafina did an incredible reading of Tyler and JJ through Charles. Yeah, that's what we were starting to talk about with the lake and the seaplane and all that stuff. I was trying to get Maggie to talk about that because she's looked into the lakes that are there. I think there's a lake called Spirit Lake, and then she said there was a seaplane on that lake that has the same kind of that has the same numbers that Psychic was talking about. I don't know how I feel about psychics, but I mean, at this point, what's the harm of looking where she's pointing? It doesn't say I was added. Okay. Come on, Jay. I'm looking. I don't know what happened. I hit accept the I hit accept the friend request, Millie. Here we go. I request accepted. I'm messaging you. Tell me if you get it. I messaged you, okay? And then you can, I think you might have to go. Have you been set on what you think happened to the kids a while now? Because you mentioned a recording cops had of Lori basically confessing way long ago before anyone else mentioned it to the news. It was in that letter. It said there's a recording that someone has. It was in that email, and that someone has, and it said there is a recording that the police have. It hasn't come out. It hasn't come out to any of us, but it was in that letter that we had initially about the zombies and everything. And then another letter that followed that said there is a letter that a recording of Lori saying that what happened to the kids, but we don't have it. We've never been able to find that or see that. If the police have it, they're probably keeping it really, they're not releasing that because that's big, right? Chad went to a manufactured home business and applied for financing for a home to put on his property. Yeah, that one, I guess just last week, Chad was trying to look into buying a mobile home or a manufactured home to put on his property. Here's what I think. I think Lori's like, when I get out of here, I'll live on your property, but I'm not living in Tammy's house. So you need to figure something out. That's how I hear it in my head. And he's probably like, well, I can't really afford to build a house. And maybe we can just get a manufactured home. There's make some really, really nice ones now. Well, I don't know. I'd have to see it. Well, let me get working on it and then I will. Sorry, I'm going off. But when I heard that, you blew my mind. Why is no one asking more about it? Yeah. Me too. Second your opinions, Catherine. Thank you guys. I mean, if people wanted to leave over a couple of comments that someone that's just one of you guys wanted to say and call in, then fine. I just applied for your Facebook group on CAPTA on Facebook. Okay. We will look at you. If you guys are applying, look at the questions, answer them too, because we want people that are actually kind of invested in this and not just spam to show up and on there. I mean, obviously, if you're here in the chat, you're invested in this because we all are at this point. Yeah, right? She would live there only until she finds daddy number 6. Exactly. I am Angel Send. I don't know. I can't. I'm reporter 1. Oh no. Yeah. Help. She is okay. I need to know, did you send me a friend request to my Facebook or just to the group? Melly. Chad's children, followers of this religion. Are Chad's children followers of this religion? We never hear anything about them. Are they in fear? Is Chad living at home with them? Chad's children, I believe, as far as I know, they are mainstream Mormon. And they're all grown. Yeah. To the group. Okay, hold on. To the group. I'm looking. Now there's 25 of them requests in here. Okay. So what am I looking for on the in the group? All right. Well, let's plan on. I'll try to find you, and then we can do it on the next live if you want, Millie, and you can call and tell us what you think. Okay? Because I would love to hear other people's opinion. Angel, send request with my face. Angel, send request with my face. Oh, Angie or Angel? Oh, okay. Thank you, Emmy. Ria, thanks. Okay, okay. So she got you in the group. Okay. But because I think the only way I can call you, have you call my phone is we got to do it through my own Facebook. Possibly Adderall. That's how she stays skinny. Surprised she didn't force Tylee to take any. Oh, yeah. JJ took Adderall. Lori took his. I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard about these women that take Adderall and literally lose it. They lose it. They wind up like losing it, having a mental breakdown because they don't, it's not for them. And then they take too much. You know? Dane, it's in Left Undone blog before this one. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. So I think you have to get my personal Facebook to call me. Catherine, try to get a lawyer or a cop to call into the show to answer important questions. That would be really good. That would be really good. Good idea. Good idea. Somebody that's actually, you know, in law enforcement would help, or an attorney would be awesome. I wonder if her court date will be pushed back due to the virus. Possibly. It's May. It's only a month away. Can you click on that? Oh, you're a paralegal, Melly? Oh, that's cool. See, that would be helpful. If we could, if I can get you into my thing, or trying to make it work so you can call. Who murdered who? Tylee was the responsible one. I know, right? Tylee was the responsible one. Thank you. Hi, Trevor. How's it going? How are you? Thank you, Trevor, for the donation. Appreciate it. That's my Facebook. Okay. I'm asking, my moderator accepted you to the group, so I need to know what your Facebook name is. I didn't do it. So that's how I'm going to figure out who the heck you are, because we all have different names all over the place here, you know. Okay, so reacted to, and there you are. Got it. Okay. I think I got you. Now you can go on the Facebook app, message app, and you can call. Court will most likely be done virtual, just like many courts. Oh, maybe, huh? That makes sense. Yeah, they're doing a lot of court stuff virtually now. Yes. So if you hit the phone icon on the Facebook app, the top, there's a camera and a phone. If you hit the phone, it'll call me. Tylee took care of JJ. I think so. I think so. Okay, so she's calling. Okay, you guys, so caller number 2 of the morning. We'll let her tell us, you know. Okay. All right, I'm putting you on speaker. Hello.
Hello.
Let's see.
Sorry for the delay.
No problem. I couldn't figure it out either.
I know everybody makes fun of me because I'm in my 30s and they're like, you should know. I'm like, I don't know how to do it.
Can you guys hear her? I'm just making sure because
hi, everybody.
It's not as loud as it was for Maggie. I don't know why.
The other one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they said yes. Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome. All right. Hopefully everybody's having a good day in quarantine.
Yes, right. We're all in our houses. Staying away.
I know. I'm actually on the back porch just for a little bit of light. I did a lot of research because this case came to me, right, and the Gannon one, which I did a lot of research on that one too, since I have time home.
On the Gannon? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on both of these actually, because missing kids alone just breaks my heart. I have 2 I took in, my niece and nephew at a young age, so when I see kids missing, I'm like, oh no, you know, like, it's never good when parents are missing. I found, I don't know if anybody remembers, but in the beginning, they were talking about podcasts that Chad did and Lori did, you know?
The podcast?
Yeah, the preparing a people, it's called.
Uh-huh.
But they deleted the ones with Lori and Chad. Now, last night, being the sleuth because I couldn't sleep, I was like,
now they can't hear you. Are you on speaker or are you on the regular phone?
I'm on the regular phone.
I wonder, it's so weird. It's really faint.
You know what I can do? Hold on, let me see if I put the headset in. Let's see if that helps.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better. Yes.
Hi, awesome. So it's just headsets. Okay, so I went and looked up for the group, deleted them off of their website. Like they made them just vanish. Okay.
Yeah.
But I find a podcast with Lori talking, and I found one with Alex Cox, her brother's talking as well. I found her on the podcast as well. All these words are off the site, but if you use like the Wayback Machine web, you can go back to when it was registered. A lot of people forget about that. So my friend and I just research. I listened to it. It's about your life, you know. But it's interesting. And what it is, it's LDS offshoot group. It's not Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
That's very clear in these podcasts. I'll send them to you.
Okay.
We're actually copying it. So if they try to do it, we have a copy.
Oh.
So you can have a copy, and then at least it's still there. It's preserved, you know. But it's very intriguing if you listen to it. It's scary. I'm not going to say it's not. They start talking about God, right?
Yeah.
And then they turn into how they're gods. And now that the lady was talking about, she was really close, but I was a Jehovah's Witness. I was kicked out, but I was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay.
It's a cult, in my opinion.
Wow.
So, and I was very young when I was like, oh, this isn't right.
Really? Yeah.
But
Wow.
my mom followed it, Jehovah's Witnesses, all the way up until I was in my 20s, and my aunt died from their beliefs. Jehovah's Witnesses don't get blood.
I've
She
had
needed
patients
blood.
die from not taking blood
Yeah.
after a postpartum hemorrhage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? My aunt had cancer. She needed blood transfusion. She refused because she was devout Jehovah's Witness. And then my grandmother, as sweet as she was, Jehovah was her world, but she did in a blood transfusion just so we got at least 3 more months with her before she passed. So, I mean, it's a little, than LDS, and everybody has a right to their beliefs as long as they're not harming others. That's how I look at it. Once you're harming others, then that's the problem,
Right.
Now, the reason I said she was so right with the ring, right? Listen to the podcast. They call Lori a gatherer. They said, oh, that's why you're here. You're supposed to be gathering. That's why we were drawn to you. And you wanted to be us. It's very weird wording that they use,
Mm-hmm.
And then they talk about the spirit, the demon, the zombies and stuff. And I'm like, what am I listening to?
Oh, wow.
So everything everybody is tuning into is correct. It just sounds very crazy until you hear it out of their mouths. And then you're like, oh, they really do believe this.
Oh,
you
wow.
know?
Yeah.
So then I also did some more research, and Melanie, her niece's, Lori's niece.
Uh-huh.
Okay, her husband Ian, not Brendan that got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Not him. But the new one, he did a report and wrote a letter to Brendan, wrote an email about how he was afraid for his own children, how Mel mentioned they had a light in them but can instantly turn dark.
Yeah.
And how his wife is demon possessed. I mean, it's crazy. I have copies of all of this. I have everything to back it up for you. Okay.
Yeah, I think I got the Ian stuff because I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's actually one of the evidences that they're going to be using.
Yeah.
So they gathered all of this information. The cool part is, the reason why I love being a paralegal, I'm going to be going to law school soon, but being a paralegal means the world to me,
Yeah.
So I love the law, and I love following everything to a T, and I love gathering the information. So I took the time to gather as much information that I could on this, and I looked into all the court documents that can be released to the public. And you do see, they do list some of what's going to be on the docket. So the email that Charles found, and he spoke to Adam, which is Lori's other brother that no one ever really talks about.
Yeah.
I looked into that. He's not part of this. Adam is like, from what I found out, he wants nothing to do with this religion. Like that's from what I've noticed. Okay. So that's why we don't hear a lot about him. Alex is the one that passed away.
Right.
So I do have a copy of Alex's wife. I don't want to butcher her name. It begins with a Z. I don't want
Zulima?
mess up that one.
I think it's
yes.
Selena.
Yeah. I just don't want to, I hate butchering.
I butcher. Look at me.
But,
that's like my second profession.
Well, because mine's actually Melita, but the English version is Melissa. So that, I just tell people.
Yeah.
But I have her on podcast talking about the same thing. And if you listen to both of them, her and Lori's, his wife is more, it sounds like she's flirting with the girl that is interviewing her, who's apparently known her for like 20 something years. And so when she's talking to her, you could tell she just got involved with the group, but this woman has been kind of pushing her towards it for years, and this was right before she married Alex. Right before she married him, she joined the group. And that hasn't joined that group, but is a Mormon, is Ian.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one. So he doesn't have the same beliefs as Melanie, and I think he went and his ex-wife, they did an interview with the cops, which is part of the evidence as well.
Right.
So, I mean, we're going to see interviews from everybody.
Yeah, they're all going to start popping out, right? Because,
Yeah, it's going to be him, his ex-wife. You have Melanie. They did an interview with her, which I'm kind of shocked, that they the reason he does have evidence that it was Alec that did shoot at him, because everybody's thinking it might have been Chad, from what I've seen. But he swears he has evidence that it's the brother-in-law, Lori's brother. But I guess because the court that, with the stuff he's going through with his ex-wife, which lawyers do this. They tell you, look, this is our case right now about this case. And they do release it to the attorneys on the other side. That's why there's so much evidence coming in.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, how they put a gag order on stuff?
Yes. So
basically the attorneys can't sneak. There's a gag order on it. It's there. The evidence is there that Brendan has. But there's a gag order, so there's no interview that we would see because of the he has with Ellen.
Gotcha.
So until that's done, So that's where the tricky parts come in. So if you add it all up, they have like an encyclopedia stacked against this woman, like all the encyclopedias you can find. And I don't know, maybe the group can think about this and see what they think. I think Chad and her had this planned for a very long time, since the beginning of 2019. The reason I say this is because that's when Charles found that. And if you read the email, how it did, they were separated at that time. Right. And I think she wrote it like that, the fake email. So if his wife saw it, it was like, oh, they need my help or my guidance, Right. I'm going to go back there. And I think Tammy didn't know that maybe her husband was cheating.
Right.
But all religions are different. Like with Jehovah's Witnesses, if your husband or wife is cheating, and they get caught, and there's two people that witness it that are in the group, because it's a 2-person group, basically how Jehovah's Witnesses do it. Okay. So you have to have two, this Jehovah's Witnesses, not Mormons. I don't know how Mormons do it. Okay. But I know for a fact with Jehovah's Witnesses, it goes before the council of them. Like they're their own police, they're their own everything, they don't even report things to the police, in all honesty.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
That's Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what I know as a religion. Okay. So that's the only reason why I can speak on it. But I don't know how Mormons do it, but from what I know, they have to have, it's an inside thing. So if your husband's cheating or your wife is cheating, they counsel you. Right. And it doesn't look like Tammy anything, Chad's wife. Yeah. And in an interview,
Julie Rowe, who I don't really like this woman. I don't know her, but it just seems odd that she keeps popping up with information.
Yeah.
About Chad's wife dying in the future, and it's a little odd. Yeah, I'm not going to knock anybody's religion. You believe what you want to believe.
Right.
Just don't hurt people.
Right.
But if you look at the timeline, because I did a whole timeline on just to see if I can kind of, get my head around it.
Uh-huh.
It starts with Julie talking about Tammy's death, right? And then around the same time frame, Lori talking that if from being a god or something, he'll be hurt. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
But if you look at the timeline at the two of them, that's when everything started. And then I know that there was a conversation that Julie said, let's use that lightly because it's hearsay, right, from Julie's mouth, that he was upset with Tammy still being around because, God's plan for him, basically. And then magically she died. Now, she died 2 weeks after Lori got this ring, right?
Yeah.
And she also was trying to purchase the war for the wedding. And these people were, Tammy was still alive. Charles is dead. So
right.
How's a dead man, writing an Amazon
right.
credit card information,
right.
And
right.
then I did around on the ring because my biological mother, I was adopted, believed in all they all had magical powers. She was Wiccan. I have a lot of religions in my family.
Gosh, I guess.
Yeah. I was witnesses to Wiccan, to Christian, to Catholic. We got everybody.
Yeah.
So I did a background in that. And now that ring, alone, is it's called a protection stone.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if that is your religion. So there's many stones that will protect you from evil. Twist to a stone. See, there's a difference between Wicca and Wicca. It's with people, it looks like they're LDS offshoot, but they're performing Wiccan as well, where they have spirits and they have stones and they have guidance from angels.
Right.
I don't know if you notice how they speak about it, but from what I gathered, it's all of it put together. And I spoke to a friend who is a Mormon. He's also a lawyer in the same area that they're around. And asking him what he thought, just in particular, about the religion alone,
Yeah.
And he said the same thing. It looks like they took Mormon beliefs, they chopped it up, and they would say, we have to follow our prophet, which is odd that he said that, because the podcast I'm going to send you, that's the first thing that they say. We have to follow what our prophet. God has brought Lori to us as a gatherer. So, the other gods that we have, and I'm thinking to myself, I said you have to follow your prophet. And how many gods do you have?
Right.
So what religions do you know that has multiple gods?
Yeah, right. Right, exactly.
So that's why I said, if you look up Wiccan or Wicca, you'll see they have multiple gods, spirits,
Interesting.
So different lights.
Yeah.
And then the LDS has the prophets.
Gotcha.
And then, and then with Wicca or Wicca, either one, because one is light and one is dark. And a lot of people that are involved in either or, they get upset at that because there's Wicca and Wiccan. Okay.
Gotcha.
But both of them have the same kind of like set when it comes to those stones and time frames.
Gotcha.
So, for example, if you notice how everybody got divorced in a row,
yeah,
Okay, so then you see how everybody got divorced in a row. Now look how everybody got married in a row.
Right, exactly.
The only one that did not have to get divorced is Alex.
Right.
And Alex, to me, I am part of the LGBTQ. I'm gonna be honest. I have nothing to hide. You know, I'm the L in that. But if you pay attention to stand-up comedy that you posted as well, he mentions being gay.
Yeah, he does.
Now, and do you know he's gonna marry a straight woman?
Right. Weird, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what brings me back to the podcast when I said in the beginning how she was hitting on the woman that she's known for multiple years.
Zelima.
Yes. And you hear it. Like, it's like, at first I thought I was listening to like a softcore, you know.
Yeah.
That's because the way that they were talking, I was like, yo, what are you doing that I don't know about?
Right.
Because you can't see, you just hear it.
Right.
So if you pay attention to divorces and then the marriages,
yeah,
so
it's telling for sure.
It's an order though.
Yeah.
It's everything is in order. So Lori got divorced, right? And then Melanie followed, right? Then Lori got married. Then if you look at it, Alex was squeezed in between, who died just 10 days after getting married.
Yep.
And then Melanie followed and married Ian.
Yeah.
If you look at the timeline of it, there's a timeline of everything. And then when only her kids' toys and stuff, let's just say left them. I don't want to say throw out, but left them and marked for free.
You know,
just the kids.
I'm gonna go. We're talking. So will you please send me that stuff? And then, because we're already like an hour and 11 on the podcast.
I'll send you everything.
Totally interesting. Thank you. We'll talk again for sure. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
All right, cool. Thanks. All right. Talk to you soon. All right. So, you guys, so there's a lot of stuff that when you dig down into the religions and you can really, rabbit holes for real, right? Like rabbit holes. So that was interesting. She does have a lot of information there, especially when she's telling how they claim to be Mormon, but a lot of their belief systems are completely a different type of belief system. And that makes sense. The stones and the energy and all that stuff does sound more along the lines of what their belief system is. So thank you so much for calling in, Melly. I appreciate it. It was very interesting. And then we'll do call-ins, if you guys, next week, if somebody wants to message me or post that they have something that they'd like to talk about, totally would love to hear all opinions here, right. Malachite means nothing to you, right? Maria, deathly G's. Right. So it does make sense that here's what I think. I think they pretend to be legitimately mainstream Mormons and then they go off. Yeah, right, Fry. Good idea. We'll just do a little, I'll set a timer or something because it can get long. A lot of people have a lot of stuff to say for sure. And, we're already an hour and 13 minutes. So, and I really only planned to have one caller, but, she wanted to call. So that's fine, yes, religion can be a mental illness for sure. And think about Jim Jones, think about all these people think about Charles Manson. They were all under the family that he said he was, didn't Charles Manson say he was Jesus? At some point. So they reel people in with religion. I think people have a deep, especially a lot of people that weren't raised in a religious home. A lot of times, I think people actually have a deep need for it. We are all biopsychosocial spiritual beings. We all are, right? So we got our bio, we got our psych, we got our interactions with people. our psychological aspect, our social aspect is what I meant, and then our spiritual. We are biopsychosocial spiritual beings. And so I think there is a need for people to follow a religion, right? And if you don't have one, you're gonna, and people will take them, they'll Scientology. I'm sorry, but that is, I don't know if anybody's a Scientologist. I know a lot of the famous people are, but they go out and they go places where young people are. They go find teens and young people and young adults, and they stand there and they give them information and they take them. And one of my friends got wrapped up in that, and she was out scrubbing bottoms of boats, and it was really hard to get out, and so they manipulate people, or they make it really enticing somehow, some way, and they get them in. Charles Manson was also mind control and LSD experiment. Yeah. He was a wackadoodle. Yeah. So, and you can see why some people go, okay, especially people that aren't in any way have no religion or weren't raised in any kind. You can see how they can see these type of religions that are like the cults and think everything's just crazy. Like, oh my gosh, somebody's this or somebody's that. They're a cult. Not understanding that there's actual religions out there that go by, the Bible or the Quran or whatever, and they are religious, so that's my take on it. I'm Catholic and believe me, people can put a whole new spin on the beliefs. I've seen it personally, just a whole lot of crazy out there. Right. What time is it where I'm at? It is 10 minutes to 12 noon. So anyways, I don't know how many people decided to leave because the caller said, but it is what it is. And nobody's being forced to stay here. And what I don't like? I don't like when somebody's like, oh my gosh, I'm unsubscribing. They have to make this big announcement. Did you ever see that? There's like a Facebook thing. If people left parties like they do Facebook, hey, bye. This just isn't for me. But they have to make this big announcement about leaving. Just leave, right? If you don't want to be here, just leave. Nobody's forcing you. This is a complete voluntary YouTube channel to follow. There's nobody forcing you to be here. And I don't really, if I lose subscribers because I let other people speak their opinion, then I guess that's because my channel isn't that way. We're allowed to have people speak their opinion and tell what they think. You don't have to agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. Right? Hi, Loose Can. So it's 1950 in Scotland. It's nighttime there. Dana, thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you like the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And you guys, yeah, I do lives every Saturday morning. And if something big happens, I'll do lives. Like if they find the kids or if Chad gets arrested, we'll pop on and do a live at that point. And I'm always working on other videos with the back information. You're not going to find as in-depth information on anybody else's channel. Most people are covering several stories at once. And I try to go as deep as, thank you, Efren. I try to go as deep as we can get. And people send me stuff, and there's stuff I don't bring out there because it's just not relevant yet. Sometimes maybe it will be down the road. Thank you, Marie. I saw that. We were on the phone. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate you guys. Really do. I appreciate it. My mom is in an assisted living, and us four have to foot the bill for her. So this extra job is what is helping me. She's 82. She's not in great health. We're really worried about it because, the assisted livings are getting the coronavirus, wiping them out. So that's why I'm doing the YouTube. Plus, this case is fascinating to me, and I love true crime. And these kids have sort of stolen this family, Cade, the Woodcocks, stolen my heart. So I'm sticking with it to the end, whether it gives me 50 cents or $50 or whatever. Watching the ads helps. If you guys watch the ads, that helps. And then, I have some Patreons, but it's up to if you want to join, it's $3, and also PayPal. But mostly I just like that you're here and you watch the videos. It helps. You like, you subscribe, it helps tremendously. Right? You're moving Ms. Holly, you're moving your 83-year-old mom in with you. Yeah, I've gone back and forth on that. I mean, she likes where she's at. She's got a social life and stuff. They do her laundry. They cook for her. They do everything there. Make her beds, clean her apartment. And, and she was, after my dad died, she was living alone in an apartment, and she was really isolated herself, because we're all busy. She's got adult kids with grandkids and stuff. But mostly when all get together was holidays and stuff. So now she at least has, she has a social life there, but it's not cheap. Assisted livings they're expensive. And so we're footing the bill as long as we can. Leave a written comment after live. It helps her get recommended by YouTube. Yes, it does. Anything you guys can do. You don't have to give me money. But anything you can do in the form of likes, subscribes, comments, all helps. Angela, your dad died 3 weeks ago? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. My dad is 77 and lives with me. Yeah. I know a lot of us have elderly parents that I think they're better off right now. My mom's assisted living, we're not allowed to visit her. She's not allowed to leave. Even her doctor is FaceTiming or excuse me, Skyping her, so they don't spread this virus, which is just so weird. I never expected this virus to get like this. Honestly, I admit it. I was like, what? The sky's not falling, but there's a lot of people. And now I'm seeing healthcare workers, which is really sad. Oh, he had vascular dementia. You sold your house and moved with your 85-year-old dad, Jessica? Yeah. We got to take care of our elderly parents. Hopefully my kids will think the same when I'm elderly, So, just honestly, the social distancing where I live, it's been relatively low. The major areas like New York, boy, New York is a mess. You didn't think I did? Kathy, I missed something. So, hello. So, all right. Does anybody have any last stuff? Go watch episode 49 that I put up. You'll see the whole raw video that Justin Lum put on his Facebook, and I took it and added it to my video that I put on this morning. Christina, you're an RN. Are you bedside, Christina? Are you working bedside? Dana Dan, yeah, watch it. Lori acts like a child. It's so weird. It just shows me more and more that she's exactly who we think she is, just a wackadoodle. I want to move where your mama is. Do my laundry. Yes, ma'am. I know. I said that when we put her in there. I'm like, I could live here. Do my laundry and cook my food and right? For the Army nurse case manager. Okay, I'm a case manager too. So I'm remote. Didn't you think that was going to be this huge? Yeah, I didn't, Kathy. I didn't think it was going to be this big of a deal. Honestly, I thought, some frail people that were in poor health might be affected, but I'm starting to have like conspiracy theory thoughts on this whole thing myself, which is not like me. Just the fact that it's just such a weird thing. In my lifetime, we've never had anything like this where we shut down the entire world basically for it. It's very strange, right? So any of you guys that are out there, bedside nurses and EMTs and police officers and mail carriers and anybody that's still out there working face to face, thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Oh, you have no work. Air traffic control, Ninja? Almost no work. The planes are all sitting. Yeah. I know I canceled my trip. My vacation was going to be on the 24th to Hawaii, but nope. And yeah, Jessica says, how about the Idaho earthquake in the middle of all this, right? But like, you know, Jessica, I'm used to earthquakes from living in Southern California since 1980 till like, you know, and I'm still down there all the time. Homeless people are still panhandling and walking the streets. Yeah. So yeah, and the homeless people, you know, two now, Jessica, you had another one? Aftershock? Everybody wear a mask if you go out. Yeah, wear a mask if you go out, but remember, you have to, when you take it off, throw it away. If you take your gloves off, you know, you got to take them off the right way, turn them inside out, rub them to each other and throw them away. Don't let your hands touch anything that's already been touched by your mask or your gloves, right? NorCal. Thank you all. Yeah. Stargazers, mom. Seriously, thank you to all that continue to take care of all this. Yeah. Don't touch your face. Oh, yeah, totally. And it lives on hard surfaces. I think it can live on like cardboard for a while, plastic for a little bit longer. Oh, is it 4.5? Well, don't let anything fall on your head, Jessica. That's the biggest thing with an earthquake. If something falls on your head. So a lot of people have stuff up. I don't I don't put anything up high, like on shelves that could fall ever since living in Southern California for so long and earthquakes. I just always think I don't want something to fall on my head because that was what could, yeah, Jessica's been making masks too. You can make them, you can use a handkerchief or something, you know? Claire, is there much of a possibility that our kids are still with us? Where would they be though? Opal, retired RN. Thank you. You're awesome. I love nurses. I'm a nurse, so I love nurses, but I love nurses. That's why I became a nurse, because somebody said, why didn't you just become a doctor? I said, why would I be a doctor if I could be a nurse? Right? Yeah. People are throwing the gloves and masks on the ground. Don't do that. There's trash cans in front of every grocery store. Throw them in the trash can. Right? Marilyn Woodcock is usually here. I haven't seen her today, but she's also a retired nurse, and she's usually really invested in our podcasts here. Yeah, I mean, most people don't think they're alive. It would be, I think at this point, it'd be a huge miracle if they were alive. Huge miracle if they were alive. I just don't know where they would be. Who'd be watching them this long? Who'd be taking care of them? Who'd be taking care of their needs? I mean, think about it. Tylee's a teenage girl. She needs feminine products. She needs where would they be? To me, it makes no sense that they would just be it makes no sense that they could hide the kids away somewhere. Makes no sense. Heartbreaking. Yeah. Okay. Julie's safe house. Well, she says she has 60 safe houses, but she also says, but I don't have the kids. They're not with me. Who knows? She's a big, fat, crazy liar anyways. I mean, just like the rest of them. So she changes her story every minute. Yeah. Yeah, that right, Phoebe. That's probably the only place that may be a possibility. One of Julie's safe houses. She owns 60 safe houses, though. Does she? Do you really think? I don't know. Maybe she does. I don't know. LDS bunker somewhere. Yeah, but if they're, do you really think the mainstream LDS people would be up for that? I don't. It'd have to be. Sending love and prayers to the Woodcocks if they're here. And even if you're not, my thoughts and prayers are with them always. Yeah, they're awesome people. And I feel bad for them. I mean, listening to Larry talk about the last time he was with JJ is so sad. They're not LDS, right? Who is Tyson Draper? I don't know. One of her prepper friends, maybe. Julie gets stranger every day. Yeah, that's why we did a thing on Julie. I'm surprised she didn't come out and blast me for it, because last time we mentioned her, she was all over my making comments on my thing, but maybe her people told her to simmer down. Simmer down. Simmer down, Julie. Maybe it'll get you more people to come look at your channel. Simmer down. He's a YouTuber. Oh, okay. Tyson Draper has some Lori videos. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that have stuff that all of a sudden you'll see something and be like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see that. Where'd they get that? I want that. I want to do, you know. LDS distances themselves, and I don't think they can make their own cult camp. What is Julie's safe house? Apparently for sex trafficking people that have been involved, they're safe houses for them. Jessica's made over 100 masks for donating to local emergency vet clinics. They can't get them because they are being saved for humans, and they can't do for baby surgery without them. Oh, Jessica, that is so true. That's awesome, right? Very nice. Over 100 though. You're busy. You've been on that sewing machine nonstop. There's a cult camp near Yellowstone. So cult, what kind of cult? Like, what's the name of the cult? Is it their cult? Is it? Susan says they killed everyone else, so come on. I know. See that? Then you say that, like, yeah, they killed everyone else, so why wouldn't they just kill them too? Why would they save them? Witch cult. Witch. WITCH? Witch? The witch cult? Or witch? Witch cult. She's wondering how to get lip gloss. Yeah. I bet you Chad's under some lip gloss if he could. Probably did through whatever commissary or something. I wish I would have changed the title. I'm not going to do it now because I'd have to make that. Well, yeah, probably could. I could change it, episode 49, to I want my lip gloss instead of I want my chapstick. That was the last thing I did, was make the thumbnail last night. And for some reason in my mind, it was chapstick, but I think it's lip gloss. And that makes more sense. I want my lip gloss. So I'll fix that. Upload a new thumbnail. Not that that's a big deal, but maybe it wasn't lip gloss. Yeah. Yep. The zone of death and loophole in the law area. We've covered that quite a bit. We believe that Lori could believe that that could work for her. Yeah, she probably promised her to her dad's stuff. Yeah. I've heard that she was going to get some more money when she turned 17 or 18. And, you know, Lori is all about money. The humans need them, so it was a very hard decision. But my mom is a vet tech, and they couldn't do any surgery for days. So I made it possible for them to continue what they do. Lori, lipstick to Lori lip gloss. Lori and her lips. Now, if you guys don't know, we're talking about the lip gloss. If you watch part 49 that I put out this morning, she actually is telling the police officer about her stolen purse, that Charles stole her purse. And, you know, he was mad at her and she wants her lip gloss back because she's Lori. And her priorities are lip gloss, husbands, money, and apparently Hawaii. Lying Lori's lips. Oh, that's perfect. That's a good one. All right, you guys. Wow, we went long, an hour and a half. Anything else? Because I'm going to go eat something. Anybody know anything about Lori's parents? I heard they were well off. I heard that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That they are basically, her dad did time, that they're living with friends. He faked that he was an attorney and practiced as one without having an attorney license or without being an attorney. You know, so they're weird too. Yeah. Big applause for Jessica and her mask making. She's working hard, and she's got a bunch of kids to take care of, that homeschooling and stuff too. So you're awesome, Jess. Thank you, Moon Maid. Appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you. Yeah. Charles was paying their bills. Is that what Kay's referring to? She's like, she's paying, they're paying, he was paying for everybody. So they were probably supporting Colby and Lori's family. And that's what it sounds like, right? All right, guys, I'm going to go and we'll keep you updated. As soon as new stuff comes, I'll make a video for you. And I hope everybody's staying safe and well. And thank you for everybody that donated. And thank you for watching the videos. And I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff. Okay? All right. Stay safe, everybody. Bye. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Have a great one. Have a good weekend.